Well, hey, I'm David Cook, D'Franco Painting Wallpaper. So that was a tape measure. So we actually were doing some wallpaper training, and I took it for granted that our guys knew how to read a tape measure. They're all younger, and I just took it for granted, but they didn't. So we did we did a quick class training on how to read a tape measure. So when they're measuring off wallpaper measurements, they know exactly what those hash marks mean. So I just did a quick inch. So inch number 1, inch number 2. So between each inch, there's a major hash mark, which is a 1/2 of an inch. In between those, there's 2 minor ones, which is 1/4 and 3/4. In between those, there's smaller hash marks, which are 1/8 inch marks. And then in between those are 16ths. So you'd have an inch and a 16th, an inch and an 1/8, an inch and 3/16ths, inch and 1/4, inch and 5/16ths, inch and 3/8, inch and 7/16ths, inch and 1/2, inch and 9/16ths, inch and 5/8, inch and 11/16ths, inch and 3/4, inch and 13/16ths, inch and 7/8, inch and 15/16ths. So when you're looking at the tape measure, you'll see all these hash marks on here, but they're not going to have these numbers. So if you need to know what those are, there's your screenshot of what the hash tags mean in between the 2 inches of, well, a ruler too, because a ruler don't list them anymore either. But there you go. That's how you know if someone sees 1.5 inches, major number, whatever, the number 1, the half mark. If it's 2.5, it's 2 and a half mark. So this whole thing repeats every single inch, so you know exactly what you need. And again, you can reference that for what the numbers mean. Most of that stuff is really important for tools, working on your vehicle, for sockets or wrenches, but for measuring, carpenters, measure twice, cut once. They'll tell you that all day long. Here's a quick tip: how to read a tape measure for measuring whatever it is, wood, paper, in our case, wallpaper. If you've got any questions on how to use this, let me know. If you've got questions on installing wallpaper and how to do wallpaper, let us know. David Cook, D'Franco Painting Wallpaper. We're here to help you love the space you're in.